here. Instagram, I'm trying to get Instagram set up here. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Okay, welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully my sound's okay. Hey guys, okay, so today on our mini class, we're going to jump right in to talk about some oils and support tools that I love to recommend for the 4th trimester. Okay, I get a lot of questions around how to safely use oils with pregnancy, birth, babies, that sort of thing. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jocelyn. I am a mom of 3. My youngest is actually just 3 months old. So this is relatively new information, although Sequoia, who has just turned 4, she was my first baby that I had my oils alongside me with. Okay, so I had access to these oils. I had them at my fingertips home, and I love sharing this information with you guys, no matter if it's about birth and babies or if it's about just wellness in general or time freedom, whatever it is. I love sharing these tools with you because the empowerment that they bring. Okay, so I always say they help you to take your power back in your own home, to have supportive tools at your fingertips whenever you need them, how to, to incorporate into your probably already healthy lifestyle, right? So today's class is just a mini one. We're going to jump right in here. Let me just pull up my little notes so I don't stray. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 4th trimester and how to safely use essential oils. And one product I'm going to share with you, my favorite, just a few of the ones that I highly, highly recommend, how to safely use them. Okay, so I'm going to share 3 cool things about these oils. I'm going to share 3 ways we use them directly relating to birth and that 1st trimester. Okay, so the first cool thing is that they're safe. Okay, you have to know where your oils are coming from. I highly, highly recommend doTERRA's oils because there's nothing added, nothing taken away. They're sustainably sourced and harvested all over the world, produced all over the world. They are very safe because there's nothing else in there. Okay, there's no side effects, no addictions. They're safe to use during pregnancy. They're safe to use postpartum. They're safe to use on your newborn baby. You just have to know how to use them. Okay, and that's my job. I educate you on how to use your oils. This is just a little tiny, tiny taster of what we have, what I can offer as far as education and support for you, all right? Okay, so the first cool thing is that they're safe. You just have to know how to use them. The second cool thing is that they're effective. So when we're speaking directly to essential oils in pregnancy, there's a lot of things that you cannot take, right? Or some of us would rather not take. And so the really cool thing about these certified pure tested grade oils is that they are very effective and very safe during pregnancy. So specifically speaking towards, let's see, maybe pain. Okay, so if you're feeling pain or just discomfort during birth, during labor, during birth, there's oils that can really support pain and inflammation in the body. Okay, I'm going to just touch on a few very briefly. One of them that I love to use is the Deep Blue Rub. Okay, so this is a non-toxic cream that has our essential oils in there. Oils like wintergreen, peppermint, camphor, just amazing, amazing oils, or helichrysum, not camphor. Such awesome oils that are in here. Okay, and so they're super effective when you utilize, say, when we're talking specifically about pain. When we're using our copaiba, it's one that I highly recommend for pain during birth, during labor, anytime actually. You can just use it right under your tongue, okay? And contrary to maybe an over-the-counter or something that might take some time to absorb into your body, essential oils absorb very quickly, and they actually work alongside our body's natural natural forces or natural mechanisms, okay, to really help our body come back to balance. So I know that wasn't a very good explanation of how they're effective, but another explanation is, say we have a bacterial infection in our body or a viral infection in our body. We know that over-the-counter medicine cannot support our body when we have a virus, right? And so the studies show that actually certified pure tested grade oils can support the body's natural functions to help the body to fight off any threat. Okay, so it's really cool. So the first cool thing is they're safe. Second cool thing is they're effective. If you want more information on that, totally Google it. Look around in reliable sources. Don't just listen to every mom blogger out there. And the third cool thing is that they're super affordable. So one bottle has about 250 to 300 drops. This is amazing because you can use them anytime you need them, right? They are often, you only need 1 to 2 drops per application, and they are, you know, only pennies per dose, because often you only use a couple drops per application. So over time, you're going to save a lot of money, especially for things like, I mean, if you have ailments that tend to reoccur, you know, the essential oils can help you to target the root cause versus just masking the symptoms. And also they last forever. So they're going to be there, you know, next time you have a little bit of itchy skin or something like that, right? Okay, so the 3 cool things: they're safe, effective, and they're affordable. Let's move into how we're going to safely use them for pregnancy and birth. Okay, not specifically for pregnancy, we're talking about birth here and postpartum. So if you want more of information on oils to use for birth and my top recommendations in a mini class format, I did one on Tuesday. Just check back to my IGTV or go back to my YouTube channel or scroll up on Facebook. You'll find it there, okay? So the 3 ways you can use essential oils safely during birth. My number 1 favorite is diffusing. Okay, you've heard me talk about diffusing throughout this whole mini class series. Every mini class I offer, I always talk about diffusing because it's amazing. So basically what it is you're filling your diffuser up to the red mark and then adding in your oils. There's an ultrasonic plate in there that vibrates at such a high frequency that it suspends the tiny particles of oils and water into the air. Okay, and then we breathe it in, and the tiny, tiny molecules bind to receptors in our olfactory nerve and are sent directly to our limbic brain. So this is a part of our brain where our emotions are. So when we're talking specifically to birth, set the tone of your birth space with your diffuser. Postpartum with your new baby, set the tone of your space and how you want to feel with your diffuser. Okay, so a couple of blends. Actually, I diffuse this one for Sequoia's birth is 3 drops balance, 2 drops wild orange. So balance is the grounding blend, everything balancing. It's like trees and some florals in there. It's really, really a nice blend to help support balance in the nervous system and just the emotional body. Okay, then wild orange is kind of like happiness in a bottle. Those 2 are like my hands down top picks for postpartum. So if you have wild orange, you know this oil is incredible. But if you're ever feeling like in a slump or just feeling a dark mood, this is an incredible oil to use to support and to promote happy feelings and happy thoughts. Okay, so these are the 2 oils I use in the diffuser for Sequoia's birth. Another one I love to diffuse and actually highly recommend getting for when your kids are older is Adaptive. This is like the mental wellness oil. It's an incredible blend. In there is things like orange, lavender, rosemary. What else is in here? There's some really nice oils in here that just really just help to calm and like release the overwhelm. This is such an awesome oil in a diffuser. So specifically speaking, again, to the birth space, you're going to find something or want to find something that really suits your personality and what you want to feel. So if you have someone in the birth space with you that is helping you with or that is supporting you, you can actually get them to change out your diffusers towards transition. Maybe it's something like peppermint and wild orange. It's a very uplifting and energizing oils when you need it the most, right? Maybe towards the end when baby's born, maybe you have something really grounding and gentle diffusing, like maybe even 1 drop of Roman chamomile in your diffuser is an incredible way to welcome baby in to the world, and also to just really gently support everyone's immune system and emotional bodies. Okay, so diffusing is fantastic, and I highly, highly recommend that everybody has a diffuser in their home. When baby's born as well, you're going to want to diffuse just little amounts of oil. So maybe 1 to 3 drops of essential oil in your diffuser in your room. Keep it ventilated. It's not dangerous by any means. It's just a little bit overpowering for baby if it's strong. Okay, so like I mentioned with Roman chamomile, I use like 1 drop of it, and it's super strong. So you could just use something more gentle and more subtle, like lavender, 1 or 2 drops of lavender. Babies come from a very wet environment, obviously, and it's very dry here on Earth, no matter where we live. And so diffusing just helps to get that little bit more moisture into the air for them to support their respiratory systems. Okay, so the first way we use our oils during pregnancy and birth and postpartum, that 4th trimester, is aromatically. The second way is topically. Okay, so a couple that I super live by. First one is magnolia. Okay, magnolia has a really high, let's see if I can remember the name. I've had a busy morning. Linalool. Okay, so it has a constituent in there called linalool. And if you think, so linalool is promoting feelings of calm and peacefulness, relaxation. Okay, so lavender has also a high, like level of linalool in it, but magnolia actually tops it. Okay, so this is one that I love for myself and for my baby. So you can get it in a touch form through doTERRA, meaning that it is a pre-diluted blend. Okay, it's already diluted, but I actually diluted it even further for my newborn. So after I've used, I used a quarter of the bottle or so, then I can top it up with fractionated coconut oil, and I feel a little bit more comfortable adding it, on baby's spine, bottoms of feet kind of thing, especially after a nice warm bath. It's so nice and just comforting, right? Remember that our aromatic, like our respiratory system, and specifically breathing in our essential oils, is such an incredible way to really truly support the emotions, okay, and how we are overall feeling and therefore perceiving. Okay, so magnolia is one of my favorites to use topically. The second one that I highly recommend for mamas is clary calm. Okay, it's a blend with clary sage. It has incredible other oils like lavender, bergamot, fennel. I think Roman chamomile is in here as well, juniper. This is an incredible blend that's packed full of women's herbs that are supportive to the women's hormones. Okay, so postpartum, game changer. Like anytime you're wherever you are in your cycle, aside from pregnancy, because remember I talked on Tuesday about the #1 oil to avoid. And in my experience, in my perspective, in my research, all the things, personal experiences too, it's the only oil that I recommend avoiding that is doTERRA oils is clary sage. Okay, so this blend has clary sage in it, so it's not recommended during pregnancy, but towards the end of pregnancy, when my body felt ready to give birth, my baby was healthy and ready to come to this world, I started using clary calm on my abdomen, on my lower abdomen. Okay, and so clary sage is not going to start to labor if your body's not ready, right? But it could help to regulate contractions and tightenings. Okay, so that's pretty cool to know. Clary calm is an incredible blend for postpartum to help with emotional health, to help with hormone support. It's so vital in my perspective. So when you get this is not diluted. There's no coconut oil in this at all. So what I suggest, if you're new to using doTERRA's oils, you might find this overpowering in the very beginning, which I totally did. So what I did is I actually buy empty rollers as well. And if you start with oils with me or anyone in the team, most likely you will have access to empty roller bottles. Okay, and so what I recommend people that are new do, is put half of the roller into an empty one and then top them both up with fractionated coconut oil to dilute it. Okay, you can do that even with 2 rollers so that each one has 1/3 of this blend in it because it is quite strong. Okay, and so there you go. It's diluted. You can roll it right on your belly. I recommend this for like teenage girls, preteens, even into menopause. This is amazing. The cool thing about oils is they're adaptogenic. They work with your body's natural functions no matter where you are. Okay, like no matter where you are in your cycle, I mean. So first way we use these oils is aromatically. Second is topically. Third way is internally. So let's talk about internal use and the safety when we're talking specifically about birth and the fourth trimester. This is a really awesome way to support our body's I want to say detox, because detox isn't really the right word, but we're releasing a ton with birth. Like, I don't know about you guys if you've ever given birth, but I find that my body just detoxes super fast and just releases a lot of weight with breastfeeding, but releases a lot of everything, emotions, all the things. Okay, so one way we can really support our bodies in that kind of like turning over or like, you know, next journey or next page of the journey is by ingesting or drinking our citrus oils in our water. Okay, so number one, upping our water intake is huge during pregnancy, birth, beyond all the things. We should really be drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water, filtered water ideally, per day, right? So this is the way that we can really up our water intake, makes your water taste incredible, super, super high in something called limonene, a constituent called limonene, which a quick Google search will show you that limonene is incredible for so many things. But one of my favorites to use in my water, especially post-birth, is that wild orange, again, because it is such a, like, I'm going to say it, antidepressant, right? It's just such an uplifting, happy oil. So drinking it in, we're actually going to reap the aromatic benefits as well. You always have to remember, use glass or metal when ingesting your oils because they break down petrochemicals in a very gentle way. And so they're going to break down plastics, and you do not want to be ingesting more plastics, okay? So there's one way we can enjoy our oils internally, safely, postpartum, and even in the birth space too, like, hello, energizing, uplifting, drink lots of water, right? And add in your citrus oils for that extra benefit. Okay, so next what I'm going to mention is frankincense. And I have one more to mention that's not actually in my little section here, or in my little collection. Frankincense is a natural anti-inflammatory that really just helps to support any inflammation in the body, and it's also very grounding. Okay, so frankincense, you've probably heard of it through some sort of way, right? It's pretty popular. This oil is great for connecting with your, whatever you want to call it, like higher self, universal. Just love it. It's like it's just so grounding and earthy and smells just like a tree. So you can take a drop of this under your tongue. Other ways you can use it is just taking a dab like this, putting it on your third eye for maybe some connected, if you are in that labor transition phase. This is an awesome way to just reconnect to your vision and your how you want to feel or how you want to show up, right? So frankincense is an incredible one. It's also awesome for cellular support and cellular repair. So this is a blend that has frankincense in it. I talked about it last week, or sorry, on Tuesday, to roll on your belly to support the expansion of your belly and stretching skin. But this one's awesome for your perineum as well. So if you make a little spray bottle with some of this in there, sometimes you have probably seen someone talk about padsicles where you like make a little spray with witch hazel and essential oils. This is an awesome, awesome oil blend. It has rose, sandalwood, frankincense, incredible high vibe, like amazing oils that are really going to help support your skin and stretching and repairing. Okay, so there's that as well. So specifically speaking, I wanted to take a look here and see if I missed any that I wanted to speak on. There's one more. So during birth, often we get in our own way, right? Our emotions are high, energy is high, like all of our thoughts, our mind gets in our way. And a way that we can really help ourselves to get out of our own way. I love hypnobirthing. I love listening to someone talk through affirmations, breathing, teaching you different breathing techniques and things like that. An oil that can really support the release of melatonin from your brain is cedarwood. And melatonin helps your body to calm down, okay, and helps your body to release. So melatonin also helps you to sleep and really move into that hopefully deep sleep, okay? But cedarwood is one that I love to recommend for moms during labor, to just rub it behind your ears, take a drop in your hands. I love doing this in the day anyway. Drop in your hands, rub your hands together. and just breathe it in. It's so nice and like grounding, calming, but it really helps if you put it on the back of your neck, right where the skull meets the spinal cord. That's an awesome way to increase the melatonin release in your body. Okay, so that's gonna hopefully help you to get out of your own way a little bit more. Okay, and then I said that was the last one, but I forgot about this one. Peppermint side of the temples during birth is an incredible way to wake up. If it's been long, it's been hard, it's whatever. It's peppermint is amazing to put on the temples and just take a deep breath and reset. So that's more of an energizing, like get to work type of oil, and the cedarwood is one that's like, okay, I'm resting, I'm allowing my body to do what it's made to do, and I release control, right? So anyway, you guys, that's a little bit on my essential oil tips and tricks for birth and the 4th trimester. There's so much more to cover. I literally could talk all day on this. There is a resource. I would recommend following Stephanie Fritz. She's a midwife. She works alongside doTERRA oils as well. And she's where I get most of my information from regarding birth, babies, and beyond. I've also created a masterclass series that is 5 classes. Birth, babies, beyond, family, emotions, all the things. Message me if you want the link for that. I said I was going to have it ready today, but I don't have it ready yet. It's going to be ready next week, but message me if you want the link to register for that. It's pretty awesome. I'm actually revamping it. I made it a few months ago, and I need to, because I'm like that, I like to have things absolutely perfect, but I'm going to be revamping it and launching it again very soon here. So message me, leave me a comment if you want to be among the first to know about that, okay? Have an awesome day, you guys, and keep your eyes open for the schedule for next week. I will be on live Tuesday and Thursday again around 10 a.m. Central Time, okay? Have an awesome day wherever you are, and we will see you soon.